I'm Mark from Pack Hacker, and in this video we're going to be comparing the Matador Beast18 and the Matador Beast28 packable backpacks. Head on over to packhacker.com for more information, link in the description below. Let's jump in. So this is both bags in their compress mode here. We have the Beast18 and Beast28. And it may be a little surprising to see, but they pack down to about the same size. And the reason for that is these mesh pouches that they pack into are the same size for either one. So they can really only compress to about the size of the pouch. The 18 liter just has a little bit more like wiggle room in here. It's not quite as densely packed as what the 28 liter is. And that being said, the 28 liter one is much harder to get into its little pouch than what the 18 is. And just for another example here, here's the Matador on-grid packable backpack 16 liter, and just the size of that compared to the 18 and 28 liter there. So they are quite large for compressible bags. However, they make up for it with their frame sheet and harness system. And so let's get into that. And so just opening these up, the 18 and the 28. And as you can just see, just how they kind of compress is you give them like a half twist in the middle and then just fold them over so they make a little circle and then pack them into those pouches. Now, these bags are extremely similar, except for the sizing of them. Very similar design with just a few differences here. So we'll just kind of go over the outside to start, just so we can kind of get a good look at everything. With the 18 and 28, you'll see the same sort of external attachments, for trekking poles, daisy chains on both of them. Both of these at the bottom here. And very, they're almost identical looking, except for, again, just the size. So it's really going to be dependent on you for the most part for how much you think you need to bring with you. If you're just going on a day hike, the 18 may be a better size. If you're going on a day hike and carrying gear for a few people, like your kids or anything like that, or if you're going for multiple day, the 28 might be better suited to you. On both the sides here, we have water bottle and compression straps, and you can just see how much wider this 28 is. With the 18 liter, the compression strap, there's not a ton to compress here. You can see it goes a little more vertically than what the 28 does. The 28's a little more horizontal because there's just more room to compress this bag down. Whereas the 18, there's, you can compress it a little bit, but not too much there. And then mesh water bottle pockets on the bottom here, and those are the same on either side. Now, going on to the harness system here, again, as you can see, very similar, super comfortable. And this frame sheet in the back, just on both of them, just runs kind of around the outside just to give it a stiff structure. You do have a little bit of bending in the middle, which actually makes this bag even more comfortable to carry because it kind of conforms to your back and can move with you a little bit better. Now, the biggest difference here is the hip belt. As you can see with the 28, there's just a little bit more room to work with here, so they added a small mesh pocket in here, whereas on the 18 liter, you don't quite have that much room, so they just opted for just a clean look on this one. And on both of these bags, the hip belt is removable with Velcro, and then on either side you'll have a G-hook here, so you got to take those both off if you don't want to use the hip belt. So flipping it back over, let's take a look at the pockets and just kind of the difference here. On the 18 liter, this front compartment, good size for, again, like jackets or anything like that. On the 28 liter, as you can see, you get a lot more depth here. So whereas with the 18 liter, you can't fit too much in this compartment, just because there's not as much depth to it. Again, great if you want to toss in, we got a packable sweatshirt here. If we toss this in, I mean, you can see this is like the exact size of the pocket. So that's going to be it. That's going to be basically everything you can fit into that front compartment. And then on the 28 liter here, you can see it just fits a little bit better. We still have a lot more room in the front here. We could even slide something small in front of that if we needed to. So again, just a little bit larger there. And then on the inside of this pocket, we have a small little kind of quick grab area. Maybe quick grab's the wrong word just because it is behind two zippers to get to it. But it's just great for smaller items that you want to keep off of the bottom of your bag. So this only goes to about here. So no deeper than that. So again, just great for any smaller items. And then we have the same setup on the 18 liter, just a little bit smaller. And then opening up the main compartment, both of these have a kind of asymmetric zipper. So the zipper doesn't go down any farther than this on this side, but on the opposite side, it goes down most of the bag. So you can really open it up to see what's inside, and it really helps with larger items in here. You can kind of get access to everything at once, versus if it only opened at the top, you kind of got to pull out the items on top to get to those bottom items. So undo this. And again, like almost identical here. You have the hydration bladder sleeve here with the buckle, and then the clips on top just to hold it up and keep it in place. And then hose pass-through on top, so you got that on both of these. And just to kind of show you the size difference, so we'll bring back in our packable hoodie here. So if we have this at the bottom, that's even almost a little too wide for the frame of this bag, but that's probably about the max you'd want to go. And then if we put in a smaller packing cube, that's going to be pretty much it for this bag. We could maybe fit another one of these in here, or if we wanted to throw in another packable bag with our packable bag, that's kind of maxing out. I mean, we got a little bit of room at the top. We could fit something else, but that's about the max space with this one. And just to put all these over, so that's the 18. And if we load that same stuff up in the 28 liter, you can see that hoodie fits a lot better at the bottom. It kind of fits the shape of the bag a little bit more. We got smaller packing cube, packable jacket on top. So, we still have a lot more room in this one. So let's actually sub this smaller packing cube out for a larger packing cube, just so we can kind of see how that'll fit. The height is a little bit too much for this, but if we want to do that and then put a smaller packing cube on top, like, it's still not tight on the outside. So you can see there's just so much more depth to this bag, whereas The 18's a little bit thinner, more minimal bag. This one, you can really load out a lot more. And then just the last thing, again, just size pocket-wise, we're going to look at is in this main compartment, we have a kind of side stash pocket for keys. Both of these have a little key leash in them. So if we can hook our keys onto that. On the 18, you can't really fit much more than just your keys in there. This pocket's pretty small. You know, 3-finger wide is like the entire width of the pocket. So if you put your keys in there, you're not going to be able to fit too much more than that. On the 28, this is considerably bigger. It's a little more versatile. You can put, you know, a lot more stuff in there. This one would actually be big enough to fit a phone in a case. Yeah, so you could fit your phone, keys, maybe even a wallet if you don't have as big a case as this one. So you just get a little bit more versatility with the size of that pocket. So there you have it, our comparison between the Matador Beast18 and the Matador Beast28. Check out packhacker.com for more information and best buying options that help support the channel at no additional cost to you. Link down below, and we'll see you in the next video.